What's up, gang? They're reacting to 7 levels of being African video by your boy Research, bro. Let's see what this is all about. It should be fun. Let's see what level of African we apply to, bro. No, this is gonna be funny. Let's go.
Families are just like birthdays. Fun when you're young, depressing when you're old. So without further ado, the freaky uncle.
I was blessed. I was blessed enough. Maybe I just don't know my family. I only know one side of my family, but I was blessed enough to not have one of these, bro. This is crazy.
In my African stereotypes video, I talk about how my granddad had that African race. So he had 3 wives. And from my second
Three wives? How greedy, bro. How greedy. Was one not enough?
grandmother came the man, the myth, the legend, Uncle Josh. Fam, my Uncle Josh
The legend, bro. This man was praised, bro. This guy was... I'm dead.
Fam, my Uncle Josh has to be one of the funniest people I've ever met. Nah, real
That's
talk,
crazy.
this man is just so interesting. Because as
Nah, but you have to be, bro. To have 3 wives, you must be interesting. You cannot be no common man, bro. No normal man. He struggles to handle 1 wife, bro. Yet 2, now 3, bro. You must be an interesting character.
as he finished high school, he got a scholarship to go study in the US, where he lived for over 13 years until Trump
He sounds like my hero. What is going on?
got into office and was like, "Get the hell out! Get out! Get out!" Kicked the man out faster than a Catholic priest closes his laptop when someone walks in. But fam, tell me why he refused to speak Kiswahili or even his mother tongue when he came back. He'd only speak American English, talking about, "Hey boys, listen up, I'm going to the store. Do you guys need anything?" Fam, you're not in the States anymore. Call it a shop. And to top it all off, he'd wear designer 24/7 till this day.
I hate these type of niggas, bro. Because they're the type to like now feel like you're better than us now. Just because you've been abroad, bro. Just because you've gone to America now, you know? The land of the free. Bro, it's not that deep, bro. Humble yourself, bro.
You'll never catch Uncle Josh without his designer shades, custom watch, and Versace loafers. Meanwhile, I'm like, "Sir, I'm barefoot right now. Help me out." But the wildest thing about Uncle Josh though is how
This is Nigerian mentality 101, bro. Don't shoot the messenger.
freaky he is. He's got 2 ex-wives and even more side chicks, so you know I wasn't exaggerating when I called him a legend. Bruv, I remember being a youngin' and having him explain to me in detail how to smash a shot. He was breaking down
This is insane. This is wicked work.
all the techniques and positions like this was a physics class. Back then, however, I was so dumb that whenever he'd put me on such grade 8 game, I was like,
What do you mean? What do you mean?
but thinking back, this was way more valuable than any of the schoolwork I'd ever do. Cause be honest, what's more valuable to learn? That the mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell? Or how
Nah, but bro's putting on game, bro.
to get these hoes far? The angry auntie.
This is just the African version of the Karen, bro. We have them in all shades and sizes.
Fam, I'm already getting pissed off just thinking about her. Because ever since I was a young lad, this auntie always hated me. Now, you're probably thinking, "Well, Research, what did you do?" But here's
Sometimes it's not even you, bro. They just hate life, bro. And they decide to put it on you.
the thing, I did nothing. Turns out she hates me over some old family drama that happened 20 years ago involving my mom. So whenever she'd randomly whoop me, I'd always look at her like,
What did I do?
"Cause how are you gonna hate on me when I just
Getting beat by your auntie is crazy work, bro. That's insane. Not even your uncle, your auntie? That's wild.
got born?" She's acting like I'm from a caste bloodline. We've got the same DNA, auntie. If I'm a mistake, so are you.
No.
Nah, G, I remember this one time I was playing with her daughter, my cousin, when suddenly we locked eyes. Now tell me why the next day my cousin comes up to me crying saying, "Mommy told me that I can't play with you anymore because you're
Because you're a bad example, let me guess.
a bad influence."
What?
Bro, I'm 5. I can't even spell influence. And since her and I were the only kids during that holiday, I ended up crying myself to sleep every day because of the loneliness.
It's an evil world we live in.
But her hating did not stop there, fam. So, in my country, your entire future depends on one exam you do during your final year of high school. So, there's an insane amount of
Basically SATs for y'all Americans.
Pressure put on you to pass this exam. Despite doing my absolute best, however, I ended up getting a B, which is just meh.
You see, this is the problem with African families, bro. He's crying over a B, bro. Not because he's done bad, but that's how deep, that's how crazy, and that's how wicked these aunties, these parents, these African families be making us feel, bro. For not even failing.
Because the expectations and pressure I experienced at the time was so high that I got depressed. I genuinely believed that I was a failure because I did not pass. I genuinely believed that I was worthless. And to be honest,
Did not pass, he had a B.
sometimes I still feel that way. But you already know I was cooked when I went to visit my grandmother that December and went into the same auntie. And not only was she rubbing her hands like,
And you realize, like, the thing about African parents, bro, African people, African elders in general, bro, they're gonna tell it to you straight, bro. If you've added weight, they'll tell you you're fat to your face. If you failed an exam, they will call you're a failure. You are a failure.
You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it.
They will tell you to your face, bro. There's no cookie cutting here. There's no making you feel lighthearted. There's no, it's okay, maybe next time. No. You are a failure.
bad man. Not only was she cheesing harder than the Joker, but she was just standing at the gate menacingly. So immediately I see her.
And the worst thing is too, they know how to push, instigate. Masters at instigation, bro. They know how to push your parents' buttons to make something not so deep be so strong, bro.
She doesn't even say hello. She just goes, I heard you got a D. I always knew you are a stupid child.
Damn.
Just go back to school and repeat. Now, normally I'd have a comeback waiting, but I was just so defeated that I went,
What more do you want from me?
the stepmom. There's three things
It's just getting worse and worse.
responsible for changing the image of stepmoms from evil women who hate kids to every lad's perfect woman. Elastigirl from The Incredibles, The Hub, and you. Yes, you fam. If you weren't down bad searching up stepmom every night, we wouldn't be here. But research, I'm not that down bad.
Goodness, in the chat, raise your hands.
I don't watch that stuff. Here's a test then.
It's so good, Genu. You're the best stepbrother I could have ever asked for.
Nah, the desire for stepmoms got so big that nowadays older women see it as the goal fam. But to any 40-year-old ladies who are still trying to look good, all I'll say is,
Leave the football before the football leaves you.
but in this group there's
One of the best quotes, guys. Take that for life, bro. Leave the football before the football leads you. In other words, leave when you're on top, you know? Leave when you're on top. When you're the shit, leave. Don't wait for the game to die down, bro. Don't wait till you age and become off form, bro. When you're at your peak, settle down. You've made it. Chill.
a select few older women who actually still look great in their 40s. A group we call MILFs. Real talk though, I still don't find them hot. Whoa, don't get me wrong, I'd still hit. I've got zero standards. If she breathes, no reprieve.
Bro, it's like, I'm easy, bro. Trust me. I mean, it's not my type, but I'm easy. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. Oh my god, subscribe to this guy, bro. It's funny.
I'm shooting my shot like Curry with the threes. But I've always preferred shorties my age. I mean, who'd want expired milk when there's fresh juice in the fridge? You feel me? But even then, liking stepmoms ain't even that bad. Some niggas are so sick they're into feet pop.
It's me. I'm niggas.
The annoying cousin.
Bro, I was blessed, bro. All my cousins are the goats, bro. But my second cousins, though, there's that one, not gonna lie.
Bam, it's finally time to tell y'all about my favorite cousin yet biggest op, Caro. Now, until I was around 5, I genuinely thought that Caro was my big sister until I found out later.
You know she's a genius too.
That she's actually my cousin. But even back then, I was like, who cares? Who cares, man? Because Caro and I were inseparable, fam. And since she was 5 years older, everyone always assumed she was my big sis. But the best and worst thing about her was her dark sense of humor. Nah, y'all don't understand. Some of the things this woman did genuinely made me think she's sick in the head, G. So if you watched my Why It Sucks Being African series, you'd know that I grew up in a very unsafe area. But one time I'm chilling at home torturing insects when Caro calls me over to the window smiling. So I wake up
When I'm at home by myself, torturing insects like one normally does. I'm dead.
thinking, what, did Dad finally come back home with the milk? And rush to the window only to see a couple getting robbed. So I turned to Caro and fam, this woman was smiling from ear to ear, G. Giggling so hard she was borderline blushing. Talking about, Aki, look at her screaming while they beat up her husband.
This is crazy, bro. How evil.
Caroline, we need to call the police. But I've got to give her props because I'm 100% sure that I wouldn't have my
Caroline is wild, bro. I don't know if you saw that, guys. That Vegeta, that M, crazy.
sense of humor if it wasn't for her. Shorty put me on The Boondocks, South Park, and even my first anime, Lupin the Third. But to tell you why she's my biggest op, I've got to tell y'all the MJ story. I've got something very personal I'm about to tell y'all. Some of this information is so wild that even Batman couldn't get it out of me. The entire CIA and the Avengers combined couldn't even get me to whisper this, but I'll share this with y'all. Why? Because we have a connection. But before we start, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I had a
Nah, this nigga's hilarious, bro. Subscribe.
crush on Michael Jackson when I was a kid though, and it's only because I thought he was a girl. I mean, look at this. And don't think like an American, think like a young, confused Kenyan boy. I was 10 years old when I watched the Remember the Time video, and I was like, damn, shorty bad, bro.
That's insane. That's insane. This is a. If this was me, bro, I'm not lying to y'all. Like, I love you guys, but no, I'm taking this to the grave, bro. No way I'm letting this come out, bro. Myself, this is crazy, guys. No way I'm telling anyone this, bro. But anyway, props to you, gang.
She's a bit lacking in the Boonda department, but she's still bad, bro. And since we had the old big head TVs, most of the videos were in 360p. So I read the name as Michelle Jackson because all the blood that was supposed to be in my eyes was already in my dick. So I remember telling my cousin Caro how sexy Michelle Jackson was, and she just started laughing. While I'm standing there wondering, why is she hating, bro? Michelle is gorgeous. She can sing.
And I know she told the whole family, bro. The whole family. Then they start praying for you. Start saying, oh my God, what happened to my son? What happened to my son? Oh, this is terrible.
Dance, and she's got long hair. So what's so funny? Why was she hating on me for being in love with a generational talent, fam? It ain't my fault I've got good taste. Then she said 5 words I shall never forget. That's not Michelle. That's Michael! Who? Bro, I felt those words in my chest. I must have been the first 10-year-old to get a heart attack because I couldn't breathe, fam. And since Caro was dedicated to being my biggest op that day, she called over my entire family to snitch! Everyone was laughing at me, bro. That right there, that was my villain origin story. Then Caro finally told me that not only was he a grown man called Michael, but he was black.
Stop playing.
So I had gotten bricked up to a grown black man.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
No, that was funny as fuck, bro. Shout out to your boy Research, bro. I actually teed, bro. It was a great video, bro. And kind of true, too, bro. A lot of family African members can relate to this, bro. Me, myself included, bro. In our W video, guys. Till the next. Oi, what's up, gang? Thanks again. You've made it to the end of the video. Just want to appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, dude. It does a lot for the algorithm. Does a lot for me, and I really appreciate it, too. Also, guys, please subscribe. Subscribe to your boy, guys. We're steadily moving up. I'm almost about to hit 50 followers. Almost 100. So, guys, you know, do me that favor. Hit the subscribe for more videos. Alright, guys. Till the next.
Amen.